What are you supposed to say? Say, what's up, guys?
No, you do it first.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Ryan, and this is Ryland. And today, we're going to talk about what we sold on eBay. Or part-time resellers. I don't know. What else? You getting down?
Yeah, I want to sit.
Okay. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.
I'm not going to say that.
And if you're wondering why I'm just standing here with these cards in my hand and envelopes like this, because that's the topic of today's video. But anyways, so is it really worth it to sell really cheap stuff, or especially like, is it worth it to sell these cards under $20 and use the standard envelope shipping method? So if you don't know what that is, you can sell cards now on eBay with tracking included for any card that's the value of it is under $20, and you can ship it for about 53 cents if it's just one card, and you can ship up to 3 ounces for, I think it's 92 cents or 93 cents or something like that. Yeah, I should know that if I'm making a video about it, but I never do 3 cards. It's always just 1 card, and then sometimes people buy more than one. But anyways, it's not the point. So what I do personally is I charge $1 each time somebody does this for shipping. And so for example, this Espion card here sold for $13.50, and it only sold for that cheap because if you can see that print line, it's pretty bad, but that's not the point. The point is, this sold for $13.50, and then they paid $1 in shipping. This will cost me 53 cents in shipping cost. So like I was saying, I sold this for $13.50 plus $1 in shipping, so the buyer paid a total of $14.50. If I take this number and I multiply it by 0.87, which is generally about what you have to pay in fees, is about 13%. So that leaves me with $12.62 left on this card, minus the 53 cents to ship it, leaves me with a total of $12.09 on this $14.50 And sale. The great thing about this new program, it's not really new anymore, so I'm pretty late to the party here on making a video about it, but it's tracked. So before, if you sold cheap cards like this, a lot of people would send it with just a plain white envelope and a stamp, and you can't track that, and that goes against your metrics on eBay. So I guess really the moral of this example is, yes, I think $12 is definitely worth it, but whenever you get to things like this one here, I accepted an offer for $1.50 plus $1 in shipping, and that, it gets a little iffy at that point. But to be honest, I think listing every single day, especially things like this that are super easy for somebody that's part-time like myself, is more important than even if this card got there and it was damaged and I had to refund the entire amount. The fact that I listed it the day that I listed it is more important than that dollar or whatever it cost me to send that refund, in my opinion. Because time is money, as they say. So whenever you're super pressed for time, like myself, being able to just sit down anywhere and at all, it doesn't matter where I'm at. If I just have a stack of cards, I can list them. I don't need a huge thing to list a t-shirt with measuring tape and all this other stuff, and I do list stuff like that, but having that flexibility to just sit down at my table, which is where I listed these cards yesterday, at any time and be able to list them, that's far more important than the amount that it sells for, in my opinion. But with all that said, let's go over what all cards sold yesterday. I pretty much listed all of these yesterday. One sale was from a previous time of me listing cards, and I recorded myself pulling it, and I'll overlay some of that here. But my daughter was out here with me, and she said she wanted to help, but what she really meant was she wanted to be super loud the entire time. She has to be the center of attention, which she is my princess, so she is my center of attention. So I already went over this one. This card sold for $9 total, multiplied that by 0.87, and got this subtracted. This is a little bit thicker of a card, so I'm gonna send it the 2 ounce rate. So $7.11 total. Same thing here, $4.94 total, and then same thing here, $3.82 total, which for all 4 orders will leave me with a net of $27.96. And to top it all off, this is an incredibly easy thing to ship, so I've definitely spent way more time writing this all out than it would be to just ship it. So in my opinion, yes, I do think this is definitely worth it, and I'm definitely going to keep using it. If this was my full-time job and my time was even more important to be listing really high sale items or high dollar sale items, then I don't know. It still just really would depend, because if I'm stuck somewhere, like if I'm at my daughter's PT appointment, for example, this is a time that I've shipped, or I've not shipped, but I've listed cards before. So I'll sit in my car, I'll just bring something like this black keyboard mouse pad, and I'll lay the card on there and take the pictures in the car, and I'll bring the book that I store it in with me, and I'll be able to list everything in that hour that I'm just sitting in my car, instead of just sitting there scrolling Instagram, you know? So it really just depends on how you look at it. So now that I've got all the card stuff out of the way, let's go over what else sold. So this actually just sold, like this morning. I'm gonna go ahead and ship it out because I don't want to deal with it later. This is bat. It sold for $27, which is definitely, I don't know, I paid $1 for it at a yard sale. It's got some wear and tear. I gradually lowered the price and finally got an offer on it and just accepted it. They see, like, this bat will probably take me just as long to ship as all those cards, if not longer, and I made less money on the bat. So I'm really building my case here for those selling cards, even if they are under $20 sale price. So the next item that sold was this Halloween costume. This is like a werewolf. Yeah, it is werewolf. Okay. Yep, that sold for, I accepted an offer of 14 bucks. I think we paid $1 for it. That's another thing. Do you guys use best offer? Because I have best offer on pretty much everything, and rarely do I set a minimum offer. There's definitely times I get super low ball offers and I just decline it or counter offer at what I would actually accept. But Miranda, she gets kind of mad at me sometimes because I'll accept offers and I don't know if I'm making money on it or not. And I just kind of say, well, I'm not in the business of storing. I'm in the business of selling. So I don't know. What's your opinion on that too? Well, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you enjoyed that video. If you could just smash that subscribe button and that thumbs up button. And I'll see you in the next one.